Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Wild Hunt Waywatcher series. We are over here by Yin Eldrel Korian, or Koiran, sorry. And we have a couple of goals for today's episode. So, I would like to start encroaching on the Bretonnians territory from the east here, going towards the west. Then I would also like to be able to take out the Iron Tribe. I think it's time for them to go. They've existed for long enough near our lands. We have left them alone thus far, but they are now blocking our expansion, and I think it would be probably pretty good if we could get some of these towns. I'm looking at some of them, and I think Carcassonne should be our primary goal here, because this one gets a cow, a wheat farm, and then also a sheep farm. So that place is insanely good for food production, which means it is an insanely prosperous settlement. But right now, we only have 256 influence, and we need more. So let's head over to this Ungor camp here. We'll farm a couple Ungor parties, and then we should be all good to go to start attacking these guys. Yeah, that's a 105. I'll take a 105 on the way. Why not? Then I will go ahead and drop us a save here for this episode. Episode 14, I believe. Yeah, Wild Hunt. Am I capitalizing my saves? Hold on. It bothers me when I don't save it. Yes, I am. Okay, I am capitalizing the saves for this one. Wild Hunt 14 already on episode 14. This week we did wrap up the Dwarf Ironbreaker series. I know, guys, I'm sorry. We did have to wrap it up though, in order to start covering some new things. The WoW series will continue. We're starting up Shikuho next week, and Pal World, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Lots of new stuff coming onto the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy that stuff. And I know Pal World is kind of one of those more popular games right now. And y'all know I usually don't really cover popular things. But I was like, well, I liked the game when it first came out. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I will just go ahead and play it. It's popular enough, and people seem to enjoy watching it. So I was like, I might as well dip into that a little bit. Take a little bit of revenue from there. But boy, am I glad to be back here with the elves after struggling with basically every other faction. Holy shit, it is nice to be back playing a faction that is absolutely busted. You know, honestly, I think this might be my World Conquest playthrough for the Old Realms. I think I can do it with the elves, to be honest with you. I think it is very, very possible to do it with the elves. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible for us to exactly be able to do World Conquest. I don't know. It's kind of tough because what the elves lack in numbers and in clan member numbers especially, they do make up for an extremely powerful troop. So we'll have to see whether or not they can actually carry a run hard enough. Because usually you need to be able to add lords to your faction to be able to do a world conquest. I'll just come up here and pop these guys here. I might want to add moonfire arrows to the enchantments on these arrows. I don't know if that would be better or not. I'm not sure if we want moonfire shots every single time we shoot. Not sure if that would actually be useful or not. But I have like such crazy ward save that it's very hard for them to even deal damage to me. We can just pop these guys here like so. Look at how fast we can fire here. We can literally get a shot out like every couple of seconds. That's insane. And then they get absolutely shredded by our boys here. And down they go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. That one guy over there. Holy shit. It's like a literal rain of fire coming down upon them. That is so entertaining to watch. I swear that will never, ever get old. Watching the elves absolutely pepper some beastmen with some arrows. Oh, yes. By the way, thank you guys for 9,200 subscribers. That's incredible. We are just that much closer to our goal of 10K by the end of the year. Or I would think it was going for 15K by the end of the year, really. We will need to take prisoners this time. We don't need the forest army necessarily. We only needed to do some upgrades. But beyond that, we need the money, and then we also need the influence so that we're able to actually call up an army and start chipping away at the Iron Tribe. Now, calling a vote is 150. I might have to put a little bit of influence into actually using the vote. I don't know. We'll see. I do need to get some food variety, so we'll stop at the Glade of the Eternal Midnight, and I need to pick up a little bit more food variety. That should be good, though. I'm experimenting, by the way, with the mic a little bit closer to my mouth, so it reads a bit clearer, hopefully. All right, we'll take the butter, the fish, the cheese, the meat. There we go, lovely. We won't have dates or anything like that, but that's all right. And then we should be selling all of this crap here. Let me start saving the horses. I have not been doing that thus far. Yeah, we should start saving the really good horses. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Already drained them down to 0. Let's see if they've got anything fancy for me. Not really, to be honest with you. And then we already have our arrows of Kurnos, which do add 40% armor penetration. Like, holy shit, that's a lot of armor pen. Let me go check and see with the Spellsinger. And I want to go see if we can afford any more enchantments on stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to take that stuff out of my inventory really quick. Or I have to put it, let me just go ahead and empty out the... Yeah, let me just go ahead and empty the, yeah, that'll be the easiest way to do it, I think. Yeah, just emptying out the inventory. Okay, we need to keep all that stuff. Okay, so we're keeping all the stuff that we need to keep, and then we can get rid of everything else. It's fine. It'll overload their economy, but that's okay. No worries. Damn, 282,000. Jesus. Why are we so overweight? Oh, we have 2,000 meat. Good heavens. Yeah, that makes sense. We need to get rid of some of this. 2,000 meat. And then we have 1,800 grain. That's like way, way too much. Fine, I'll do it this way. Wait, how the fuck do you... Okay, there we go. Lovely. There you go. I'll do it the fucking normal way. You're welcome, guys. I know y'all fucking hate watching me do that shit, but I'm gonna keep doing it that way. Promise. I promise I will never change. Let's see if they have any new armor pieces for us here. They have a wood elf helmet. Let's see. We have a Glade Lord, and wood elf mask with antlers. Glade Lord. Oh, this might actually be better than this one is, unfortunately. Cause I like the fucking antlers. The antler look is sick, man. I just want to have as many antlers on me as possible. That's the goal. And then as for armor, though, I think the because I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to use this stuff. Yeah, there's no way we're supposed to use that. We can put this on there. That is an abomination. Okay, we're never doing that again. They have some uncommon armors here. What else do they have here? Wood elf ranger bracers. I kind of like these a little bit better. They look sick. But obviously, they're not as good as the legendary Glade Lord bracers that we do have. Unfortunately, not as good. That's okay. All right, we'll do that really quick. Then we will go over to the keep. We'll go over to the dungeon, donate all these prisoners, and that's another 45 influence. That should be just enough to start doing stuff. And then we also need to pull those out of our pull both of these out here. And then hopefully I can re-enchant that other one and add another enchantment to it. I wish to see further knowledge. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted wish to study the artifacts of the forest. Okay, there we go. Yep, own rituals. Okay. Legendary Waystalker arrows. Okay, there we go. So we can add arcane bodkins, hagbane tips, or true flight arrows. Okay. So let me get out of there and then. Okay, further. Oh, okay. No, not that. I want to for methods of crafting. Okay, here we go. Moonfire shot, 20 extra fire damage. Should I do that? That seems pretty fucking powerful, to be honest with you. And this is for ammunition. Maybe I should do this, right? This seems pretty strong. I don't know. Let me see what else they have here. We should just buy all of these. Applies to ammunition. Yeah. Okay. 10% magic damage plus 10% extra missile speed. And higher missile speed increases regular damage as well. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's grab Moonfire Shot. We'll experiment with Moonfire Shot. All right, for my own works. Okay, so I have these, and let's add Moonfire Shot to these. I want to see if it explodes, like if it actually explodes. Okay. Moonfire Shot. There we go. I want to see if they actually legitimately do explode. All right. May the Lord of the Forest be with you as well. May the fourth be with you. I want to be able to add multiple different enchantments on each item, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think we can only add the one. Okay, so let's try out the Moonfire shots, and then we'll figure out which one is better, the Arrows of Kurnos or the Moonfire shot. I have a feeling it's going to be the Moonfire shot. I mean, I just kind of feel like it is going to be. And then let's also go in here and grab some extra legendary Waystalker arrows, and then we'll make our way on over and start attacking those boys over there. Yeah, we want legendary Waystalker arrows. Now there is a large bag, but that doesn't really make a difference so much as it being this legendary status effect, which is way better. Let's make sure we're not going to get rid of any of these. So these are actually way more valuable than these are, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because this gives you an extra 20 fire damage, which is insane. Well, whatever. That's fine. All right, we're going to test these bad boys out. And then I think the damage stacks with we'll fight an Ungor party over here and we'll see if it does actually stack. But there might be a way to where we can apply multiple enchantments to the weapons that we have and to the armor in a way that makes us extremely OP. There might be a way to buff range damage even further beyond what we already have. Like, because we basically have maxed out buffed range damage right now in terms of just like regular gameplay. I believe we do. But we will have to see. Okay, of course, I'm going to be in command of the archers. You go into there. And then, which one of y'all actually has decent infantry? You. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Actually, you're better. There you go. And then, you're a Waystalker, you're a Waystalker, and you're a Glade Lord, so you come up here. And then that leaves us 2 Spell Singers, in that formation, and then one spell singer in this formation. We need another spell singer, honestly. That would be nice. And we'll just spread these guys out here. It's not gonna matter, but still like to try to set up something that's remotely competent. Okay, let's see what happens when we shoot this. Nothing. Okay, interesting. Maybe I have to hit somebody with it. I'm really hoping for explosion. That's what I'm hoping for. Explosion galore. I'm hoping for an explosion and a one shot. That's what I'm really, really hoping for. Because if it does an explosion, then that's huge. If it doesn't, and it just does extra fire damage, it's not really that big of a deal. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, this is definitely the way to go. Yeah, we already penned the armor like crazy, so this is just a one shot. Even not fully pulled back. Let's see if we pop... Oh, it does way more damage. It definitely does more damage. Yeah, that is definitely the way to go. Yeah, so Moonfire Shot is 100% the way to go, because that's extra damage. Now, the only thing is, do we go Moonfire Shot, or do we take the 10 extra damage with the 10 extra flight speed on the arrows? That is a question. I think if we do yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh, we're getting sieged over here. Okay, well, we got to go stop that. We'll stop off at yeah, we'll just go straight up to that castle, actually. And we are burning through 4,500 gold per day. So, you know, we actually are kind of expensive. So I do actually need to get a territory. And oh boy, they're about to have a bad time there. Could we break in and hold that? I don't know. All I know is we need to have all of our arrows equipped. I actually might be able to turn the tides of that siege by breaking in. Or just by straight up attacking this army. I have 300. I have 200 trained archers and 100 trained infantry of Athelloren. Do we think that we could roll that army? That would be a tall order indeed, but I honestly really do think we could. Now, is breaking in going to be the better way to go about it? I have no idea. Let's get, like, one party over to us immediately. And no one is close. Okay. Well, fuck it. We ball, I guess? I don't know. Breaking in is definitely the way to go. Well, actually, maybe not. Okay, well, I'm going to fucking risk it for the biscuit right here. And I'm going to go for a fucking crazy play right now. And that is going to be attack this siege camp. Because we're out on the plains. This is like the ideal territory for us to do it in. I'm going to go for it, man. I really do think we got this. I don't think we're going to lose. There's no way we lose this. Now, I might have to retreat a few times just to get the just to get arrows refilled, which is kind of scumbaggy, I know. But we can definitely beat these guys 100%. Alrighty here. Waiting for this to load. Once it is loaded in, we shall commence with destroying Bretonnia. And it should be a pretty... Ooh, not the best battlefield in the world. Oh, but we have a nice large hill here. Kind of. Yeah, not the best battlefield for us, to be honest with you. It's fine, though. It'll be okay. All right, there we go. Start this up here, and they are right there in front of us automatically. Okay. Great. We'll spread these boys like so. Put the infantry right behind. Cavalry, just chill back there. That'll be fine. All right, now I only have 82 arrows to impact this fight, so I really need to use them sparingly. And I'm gonna tell the boys to hold fire until they get quite a bit closer. Oh shit, they're just gonna like flat out charge us right now. Are they really? Oh, open fire.
At will.
Lethal shot. Oh my goodness, we absolutely fucking massacred those guys. Ow, fuck. We just absolutely fucking annihilated those cav. Wow. That cavalry just got absolutely cooked.
Face the enemy.
All right, we got to start dealing some damage to this formation here. I'm going to go try to get on the side of the formation to really deal some real damage to them. We did get healed from our guys, though. That's good. We got these fucking Grail Knights. That's their leadership. Alright, run away. Infantry charge. Archers back up slightly. Alright, I'm gonna take my little weave here. Bob and weave, baby. Bob and weave. Need to keep the infantry safe here. I really need to thin out their number for my infantry to live. Another group of cavalry coming in. How are archers doing on ammo? Okay, tell their cav to charge. Right, let's go and start fucking these guys up. Oh, are you serious? That sucks. Okay, hold there. Loose formation, infantry chill. Infantry just chill. Let the archers cook. Just let them cook. They got it. The archers got this, baby. They're gonna stagger in. We should be able to totally annihilate these guys. We've already killed 800. That's already half of them. And we still have over half of our ammunition. These guys in a shield wall. Oh, they have more cav coming. That's not ideal. Yeah, we should do pretty well against that cavalry. Only lost like 90 so far. I don't think we're getting any more reinforcements though, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, infantry charge. Let's try to back the archers up just a touch. Yeah, let's try to back them up to here on this side of the hill. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And start spamming them. Did we get any? Yeah, I don't think we're going to get reinforcements here. The play might be to retreat. So we are starting to get overwhelmed right now. We are still fucking these guys up, actually, really badly. Maybe we go for a retreat. Okay, I'm going to keep trying to go for a retreat here. Okay, yes. Okay, I can retreat now. Lovely. And I should be able to run away, having completely fucking devastated that army to the point to where they will no longer be able to continue that siege. And I didn't really lose that many men, actually, which is really good for me. We need to head back on over to the Elvish territory here and start to replenish. Yeah, I'd say that was quite effective because they're not going to be able to finish that siege now. They, like, oh, yeah, there we go. Army coming over to confront them now. Lovely. All right, well, we got to build this army back up. We're down to 246, so we lost about 60 guys. Realistically, and it was probably like mostly the infantry, but that'll be okay. That was a huge fucking fight though. Yeah. If we had slightly larger party size, I honestly really do think we win that. To be fair, or maybe if they were all upgraded, we had about 160 out of like 190 upgraded there. Do nothing. Continue. Leave this place. Okay, there we go. Yeah, honestly, we might have won that shit if we had like a little bit more party size. But I'm just glad we got out of it because I didn't want to like lose the entire part. Like, I'm pretty sure we would have lost, you know? Pretty fucking sure we would have lost that. Retreat us. Okay. Oh, yes, we get those guys upgraded. We get all those guys upgraded. We get you guys upgraded. We get more of you guys going asrai, Waywatcher Sentinels. We get some Glade Knights. There we go. Lovely. And then we have, let's see here. More of you guys. There we go. So 129 infantry. And if I lose if I lose 25 of them, brings us down to 104. And that should be the correct numbers we are looking for here. Now we do have some Deepwood Scouts and some of these guys, but I really don't want to spend I don't want to spend Forest Harmony on upgrading their arrows. I need these guys to have fire arrows, and I need these Master Scouts to also have fire arrows. But other than that, no one else really needs fire arrows, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was a great fight. I love that. That was awesome. That is exactly how we should trade in fights. That well. Okay, let's go over to the Oak of Ages and then we'll start. And remember, our goal for this next like 5 episodes is to just become profitable. That's all we have to do. Just very simply, just become profitable. Now we got another level, so I am gonna start. I'm gonna start putting points into leadership because we need to get ultimate leader, and then we really, really, really need to get this up with food variety to hopefully keep increasing the stewardship. Let's see. What else do we need to do? Charm is fine. Honestly, 150 charm is kind of nuts already by itself. I don't know. Maybe should I work into spellcraft? I don't think I'm allowed to use spells, I believe. Yeah, I think Waywatchers aren't allowed to use spells. I think you have to be a spell singer. We could also work into tactics for like horde leader and for other things here, which some of the tactics stuff is pretty decent. Like some of it gets to be like decently good, but yeah, it is kind of all you know. I think we just put that point into riding, honestly, so that we can go get an elk eventually. Let's stop off here at the Glade of the Eternal Midnight and see if we can buy one. And we'll see how much requirement there is actually for that elk. No elk, and I don't have one either. I would like to mount up on an elk. That would be kind of fun. But we'll head over to the Oak of Ages and we'll start spending some of this stuff here. Because we do need, and this maximum health, I believe, is for everybody. So we do need to, like, maintain Forest Harmony. But I also want to spend it on, yeah, see, branches increase maximum health by 10%. That's huge. Huge there as well. Okay, now we're locked out. Okay, let's go look for an elk really quick. If we can't find one, then we'll head back over to the west while these guys are all healing up. We should be able to find one, though. I don't see why we couldn't find one. Oh, I thought I just saw one there for a moment. Maybe not. Oh, I could have swore I saw one there. Huh. So this one's longer. But this one does less damage overall, which is interesting. Guess it's just a different spear. Oh yeah, it's a lot longer. Yeah, it's like 15 longer. All right, let's try going up to the crag halls of Findle, and we'll see if you can. Well, we need to also buy some legendary Waystalker arrows, and we need to do the Moonfire enchantment on them. I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think doing Moonfire is probably the way to go. Okay, no elk here. Okay, so I'm wondering how the hell we're supposed to get the elk then. Because I have no idea. Okay, let's grab 2 of those, or 4 of these, actually. There we go. We're going to pay 11K for the privilege, and then let's go talk to the spell singer here. I think it's just going to be getting lucky or buying it from the wandering trader. Yeah, I don't think I can, let me see here. I was just studying the artifacts of the forest. Let's see here. Yeah, we want to do that, and then we want to find legendary waystalker arrows. Okay, so these are all of the things that we have here. So 40% extra armor penetration, which I don't really think is going to be necessary. This is kind of nasty there. The other thing that I was looking at was it was okay, yeah, methods of enchanting. Okay. So we had so let's see here. It was these swift shiver shafts. 10% extra magic damage and 10% extra missile speed. I feel like that's probably the best thing to get. And then I want to start working on all of this stuff. Like applies to any weapon, applies to shields, applies to armor. See, like this. Like getting that stuff should be pretty good. But I'm thinking we go for these because it's 10% extra missile speed too. And we already have like kind of an insane amount of missile speed. So I don't know if that would be better than the Moonfire stuff. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. It is kind of hard, difficult to just be able to tell. All right, we'll wait here while these guys get healed up and while our forest harmony increases. Have some more upgrades to do. There we go. Lovely. Very nice. All right, we'll wait for this to tick over one more time, I think. All right, I think it has to get up to 375. Oh, we need to also donate prisoners here. There we go. Now we're up to 366. Okay, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we need to start working on getting positive in our money because we are not positive in the money. Okay, there we go. So they're going to go take that up there to VFin. I would actually like to have VFin. VFin has 3 towns connected to it. Yeah, if we could get that, that would be really ideal. And they have more than enough men to take that. So I think I'll let them take that, and then I'll come over here and start chipping away at the rest of everything else here. And we'll just let the forest harmony keep building up here. We'll stop off at the Shrine of Kurnos really quick to keep getting that faith skill up so we get our ward save even higher. Who has a point? You have a point in athletics, form-fitting armor. You also have one of these points here, so let's put that into intelligence, I guess. I don't know. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. I take that back. Discipline, you are a mage. And then form-fitting armor. You have a point as well into spellcraft. Now we give you one in faith. You also have one. We give you a point in faith as well. You have one. I'm going to give you a point into leadership. And that is everybody. Lovely. And I believe all of my mages have nah, I'm declining that. Pray to receive the blessing of Kurnos, and then we're gonna head on over to the west. And I need to start, like, I really, 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 really need to start making some money here because we're about to hit that point where we have to start spawning out our own parties. So I need to be able to afford spawning out 5 of my own parties if we ever want to go for a world conquest or a change of regime here. Oh, there's an army there. Interesting. Quinellis is about to get deleted though, right? Don't they not have, this is their only settlement, right? Yeah, we'll just go hop in on this fight. I love just being able to waltz around the entire map and not being worried like whatsoever of any kind of retribution. So they're with the Dukedom of Quinelle, so they're about to get deleted. Yeah, I don't know. Why don't we just come over here and try to like grab a castle or two while they're doing Vifen? Yeah, we might be able to solo a castle here. 549, 590. We could also come down here and start a war with the orcs. That is an option. And we have no, we should get out of that war with Karak Norn. Yep, proposed peace, 100%. Stain. Apologies for that brief interruption there. You guys probably can't even tell that we had one because I just paused the recording. Okay, but now we are at peace with Karak Norn, so now we have no enemies to the east. All of our enemies are in one direction, which is exactly what we want. Even if we are fighting multiple factions, we want to take control of this whole corner. So what I say we do is we start chipping away at these settlements here. Now I need a settlement. I would really, really like to get Quinelles. That would be a really good settlement for us to get. Yeah, we could start a siege against this if we wanted to. Just to either one, draw in armies, or two. Yeah, this should draw in some armies here to come fight us. Come on, guys. You know you want to. Yep, here they go.
Halt there.
Perfect. We'll fight to the last drop of our blood, and we'll drop a save here. And let's go ahead and attack. 628 versus 300. This is a much more even fight, and I would make the point that they probably will not be able to reach our lines, and if they do, it's not gonna go well for them either way. Oh, they're fucked. They are so fucked. Now we do have to remember that this is not as an elite as a formation as we had before, especially in the infantry department. Like, these are not all elite infantry warriors as we once had, so we got to be a little bit careful with how we do things. But it should be okay. And I would like to start employing cavalry at some point, but it's just not really in the cards at this very moment. And this is like my favorite map, by the way, in the entire mod. Like, this is a cool map. It's not my favorite vanilla map. Obviously, my favorite vanilla map is the Mountain Pass map, but this is by far my favorite map, at least in the Old Realms. I mean, there's some vampire castles that are really cool too, but I really, 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 really like this map. This map is so sick. I know they are gonna send over some horse archers, so let's start chipping away at that. We could use lethal shot here quite early and get some damage on these boys. We'll start picking away at him here, though. There we go. Lord Eldrith making some progress here. Oh, Milo is barking in the background. Lovely. All right, we'll pop lethal shot. Just moonfired one guy. That's so cancer. All right, we'll hook on their infantry.
Dip and take position. Warrior, take position. Take that position.
All right, we need to get our lethal shot charged up again. Just picking guys off left and right, especially the Grail Knights. Just being able to just drop the Grail Knights like insanely easy is awesome. All right, we got to build up lethal shot here, and we are just absolutely tearing these guys apart. See, Paladin Actual is getting an insane amount of kills. Because he's an asrai Waywatcher, I believe. Or that's one of our spell singers getting an insane amount of kills. That was easy. I guess battle already over. Yeah, we can't tell them to chase. Oh no, we literally just killed all of them. Oh, that's awkward. Oh yeah, you're my prisoner. You're my prisoner. Very easy. We'll take all the Grail Knights and whatnot as prisoners till we are totally full up, and then we'll get rid of some of these guys here. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And we'll go for upgrades on all of our Waywatchers. We need to get all the Waywatchers back. That's 26 of them upgrading there. That's crazy. And I want exactly 100 infantry. I think that's a good spot to stay. It's only going to cost us 150 forest harmony here. Very, very nice. Some more dragon's blood and some more uncommon enchantments there. Very nice as well. I believe we can learn those enchantments somehow. I have no idea though. I have absolutely no idea. All right, they should be fighting that siege now. Sorry, I'm chewing some ice. Oh, traveling merchant. Hold on. High elf white lion boots. Okay, those are sick. I am just gonna say they're not good, but they are sick as fuck. They are cool. I really do want to do a high elf playthrough at some point, though. I think that would be a lot of fun. Elf Ranger Hood. Yeah. Okay, he's got to get some better inventory here, man. This is like early game inventory. And there is absolutely no mounts. Damn, okay. All right, bro. Let's see how it is. You know what? I bet there's a horse manufacturer, a horse village in the Elvish territory that makes those mounts. I'm looking. I bet there is one. And I bet there is only one. Is that it right there? What do they make here? Bretonnian hobbies, okay. But that might be the settlement where we go get an elk then, is the blue. Because I do know, where's the red guys? The red elves. Not those ones. I do know there is one settlement where you can recruit the I think it is over here actually, where you recruit the wildwood guys. The guys with the big ass fucking glaives. Oh shit, they're in oh, okay, no, they're fighting it out. They should be winning that. I can come over here and snipe these armies.
Halt there.
All right. And what we'll do for now is wrap this one up here, and then we shall fight that battle in the next episode. Hopefully defeating them, and then we could go over here and smack this army around as well. Let me double save here just for assurance. And then, because I have other things to do today, we need to go wrap this episode up here, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. We get this pulled up here. There we go. Thank you to our lovely channel members. Thank you to these people. Jared, Moses, JT Morris, Pfeiffer, Michael, Shipwrecked, Andrew, Corey Silva, Bifrost, JT7401, Jesper, Sir Zibzek, The Ruta, Brimos, Peyton, Ollie, Derek, Jackson, Jacob, Korn, Quinn, Shofferlex, Axel, Mighty Melons, Motobro, Guidesea, Wilcox, Danny, Luke, Maximilian, Tom Rogers, The Real Franco, Lil Vinny, Tayshawn, Chessanel, Mr. Mandarina, Gillen DD, Wolfpack, Dragon, Apex Badger, Young, Nolan, Josh, Wolfman, Robert, Evander, Smithers, Cam, Hunter, Banana, Colton, Cable, Jeffrey Mangus, Torben, Steve Scott, Sly, Kevin, Craig, The Pool Dragon, Devantler, Ben Schwartz, Colby, Shipio, Wesley, Netflix, Quazix, John, Gold, Ned Rich, Brendan, Rossi, Lil Wolfie, Rasvan, Metallic, Undead Psycho, Sean Spencer, Peter Pan, Barry, Harry, Ligma, Thomas the Stewart, Aaron, Roland, Yobama, Thomas McCabe, Darth, Hexcord, Ryan Warnock, Blackbeard Frog, Philip Barbarian, Anarchy Inc., Casterly Wolf, Pixel Peaches, Connor Huff, Paladin Actual, Joker JJP, Fail Insanity, Roman, Nicholas, Mr. Poisonous, Lil TJ, Tabor, All Balls No Shaft, T Fletch, Will Phil Bill, Woggles, Snooty, Eater, Dominic, Phalanx, and Pavlison, Niles, Neroy, Asian Tarzan, The Mustad, Sam G, User, JCX, Kai, Dunkin' Donuts, The Lord Commander, Daniel, It's Me Rip, SCP-40K, Jeffrey Phillipson, 68ATAB, David Andrews, Warhead, Arthur, George, Riley, Jet, McCullen, In-Pace Squad, VGZ Frost, Night Hunter, Wimday, Jake Thompson, Crazed Muncher, Oh For Real Yaz, Jack Steller, Gary, Zachary McKean, John Hick, and M. Lair. Then we have just a few more people to thank here. Thank you as well to Louis, Justine, Soldier Boy, Odessos, Gabriel, Rev BV, Salakai, Mirren Screw, Radic Plug, Easy Peasy, Jacob, Jacob Brink, Jacob Elmberg, Peanut, Fat Man, Eminem, Beejum, and Elias. Thank you guys so very much for those lovely channel memberships. I'll make sure to get the clip updated for next week's videos. I'm not going to update it this week because really not that much has changed. But I'll get the clip updated and the screen updated for it next week. I think I'll do that like every 2 weeks, but I'll try to do it every week. But yeah. Well, I have to go do some chores here, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for 9,200 subs. Make sure y'all check out the channel members down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.